This is the Season 1 finale. We are moving from the history books into the present moment. This episode connects every previous episode: the banking of the Medici, the monopoly of Rockefeller, and the media control of Hearst, into one modern black box. Designed for a 15-minute runtime, approximate 2,200 words. Season 1, Episode 10. The Shadow World of BlackRock. Oh, Shadow Practice. Welcome to your Shadow Practice session. Today we reach the final boss. The invisible giant. Focus on the 10V sounds. Lower your pitch for gravity. Master the English of the modern world. Let's begin. The script. We have tracked the Rothschilds in the alleys of Frankfurt. We have watched Rockefeller build his octopus. We have seen Morgan lock the doors of his library. But if you want to find where the money lives today, you don't look for a name. You look for an algorithm. In a glass tower in New York City, there is a company that most people have never heard of. Yet they own a piece of everything. Your phone, your car, your bank, even the food in your fridge. They are BlackRock. They don't make products. They make decisions. They manage $10 trillion. That is a 1 followed by 13 zeros. It is more than the GDP of Japan and Germany combined. This is the story of the shadow world of BlackRock. A look at Larry Fink and the black box that calculates our future. To understand BlackRock, you have to understand its creator, Larry Fink. He wasn't a titan of industry. He was a bond trader. In the 1980s, he made a mistake. Big one. He lost his firm $100 million because he didn't predict interest rates correctly. Most men would quit. Fink became obsessed. He realized that the human brain is too slow for modern finance. He wanted a machine that could see everything. He founded BlackRock in 1988 with a single mission: risk management. He didn't want to bet on the market. He wanted to model it. He built a supercomputer named Aladdin. Aladdin. Asset, liability, and debt and derivative investment network. Aladdin is the nervous system of global finance. It doesn't just manage BlackRock's money. It manages the money for other banks, for pension funds, for governments. Aladdin monitors over $20 trillion in assets. It looks at weather patterns, political elections, traffic data, social media sentiments. It runs thousands of simulations every second. It is the crystal ball of the capitalist world. And Larry Fink is the man who owns the plug. But how did they become so powerful? It happened during the 2008 financial crisis. When the world was burning, the US government didn't know how to value the toxic assets. They didn't know who owed what. They called Larry Fink. They asked BlackRock to audit the world. The government became the client of the private company. BlackRock became the janitor who cleaned up Wall Street. And in the process, they saw the ledgers of every competitor. They gained the ultimate information arbitrage. Today, BlackRock is the third pillar of power. You have governments. You have central banks. And you have BlackRock. If you look at the top shareholders of almost any Fortune 500 company, you will see the same three names: BlackRock, Vanguard, State Street. They are the big three. They own the majority of Apple, Microsoft, Sun, and Amazon. This creates a horizontal monopoly. Why would two airlines compete on price if they are both owned by the same shareholder? The competition that Carnegie and Rockefeller fought for has been quietly deleted by the index fund. The world is becoming one single portfolio. But Larry Fink wants more than profit. He wants purpose. Every year, he writes a letter to CEOs. It is the most powerful piece of prose in the world. He talks about ESG, environmental, social, and governance. He tells the world's corporations, if you want our capital, you must follow our values. He is engineering society through the boardroom. To some, he is a hero saving the planet. To others, he is a shadow governor who is circumventing democracy. He is using other people's money to enforce a global agenda. This is the dystopian shift of the 21st century. Power is no longer visible. It doesn't wear a crown. It doesn't build a Hearst castle. It lives in a cloud server in New Jersey. It is passive. It is institutional. It is quiet. If you protest against a king, you know where he lives. If you protest against an algorithm, where do you go? The octopus has become a ghost. What is the audit of the shadow world? BlackRock has de-risked the world. But they have created a single point of failure. If Aladdin makes a mistake, the entire planet makes the same mistake. We have traded diversity for efficiency. We have traded chaos for calculated control. Larry Fink often says, I am not a puppeteer, but when you own the strings of every company, you don't need to pull them. The puppets simply follow the flow of the fund. The first season of our journey ends here. We started with a family in a ghetto. We ended with a machine in a cloud. The business of power has evolved. It has moved from physical to financial, and now to analytical. The ledger is no longer paper. It is code. The invisible hand is now an invisible AI. And the receipts are being written in real time. Stay sharp. The audit never ends. The system is always recalculating. And the future is being downloaded while you sleep.